Hey guys, it's a Monday night. I've started the week off not feeling my best. I'm feeling really anxious. I got back to school from being home for the weekend, and this is my last full week of classes. I have my last test this week before finals, and I'm just feeling really overwhelmed. My room was a mess. So bad. It was awful. So I cleaned that. I've done some homework, and it's been a productive Monday. I feel one of the reasons I felt so discombobulated was my plan for groceries was thrown off because the grocery store, like, I didn't make it before it closed yesterday, whatever. It's all gonna work out. I did take some ashwagandha, which helped. I woke up in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. and I was like, something's off. And I reached for my phone because normally I sit at the sound machine. My sound machine was off. My phone wasn't plugged in. And I had a workout class this morning, so luckily I was able to plug that in. So just a bunch of different things. I used to take a smaller dose of GABA because I was working with a psychiatrist and they had recommended that every single day, and that helped a lot. And then I'll show you kind of like what I'm using now. But then for a long time I was also using this GABA, which is the 750 before bed, just because I have a hard time sleeping, that whole jazz. So this was really helpful. Now I'm alternating that because I went to the Amen clinic, really cool, did like a whole brain scan, and they recommended Calm My Brain, which is their supplement. This has magnesium and ashwagandha and L-theanine. But my stomach, I have really sensitive stomach, and so I'm having to use small doses of this in, just because it kind of hurts my stomach. Instead of taking the small dose of GABA, I take these just when I'm feeling really anxious, and it's the Golly ashwagandha gummies. I bet the capsules work better of the GABA, but I like this, and I took two of these today just to kind of help feel okay. I feel like what's been affecting my mental health today is my hair. I just washed it, and so I feel a lot better. I was just feeling really not confident. And it's a little crazy here and a little curly, but I'm gonna go to bed, so we're not gonna mess with it too much because I got it dyed again. So, she needed it. She's a little damaged. Also, this is my bare face. It's hard to see so much better now. And it's not yours. Red. My skin the past week and a half has been insane. I've been losing it over my skin. So it's just like a whirlwind of school, being a girl's hard. So that's kind of been the Monday. I am really trying to take it easy on myself, but also I need to be productive today. I'm gonna kind of show you what's the gist, what I'm really using to Monday through this. One thing that I'm trying to do is romanticize doing homework. So I'm burning this candle. It's a rose vanilla. I got it for Christmas and honestly haven't burnt it yet. One thing I've been really bad about lately but I didn't get a planner this year for school because I was doing a digital one on my iPad, and that works to an extent. But what was really annoying me, and it finally hit the breaking point, was I have a notepad, so many notepads, and I write little reminders, to-do list, random thoughts, and just they're everywhere. And I have all these papers everywhere, and I don't know what I need to keep, what I don't. So when I was home, I went and found, this had one page filled out, but I'm using a little mini notebook until I can get a planner for next school year, because I found a planner I want, but it starts, I think it's July. So it's helping, and just doing to-do list and random thoughts of the day. being more, or I don't know why physically writing things just helps me stay more organized, because I think like I have to like, I don't know what it is. I'm still gonna use the layouts of like the monthly calendar, but the daily to-do list, I just need random notes. I need it spiral bound rather than on notepad. And this is already, I think this is gonna be a big game changer this week, because I went through all those pages and I was like, no, this needs to change, because this has been giving me anxiety just like making to-do list. So that's, just get a planner for school. That the digital planner is not the same as a real planner, and that will help so much with your stress. Hi guys, so it's Tuesday evening. Today I felt so much better. I'm so much less anxious. I feel like I got a lot done. I had a final presentation today and surprisingly wasn't nervous public speaking. I think the fact that Sunday I was traveling back to Austin from home, that's really why I was, just the next day getting back into routine was overwhelming. I went to dinner with my dad and it started pouring rain because he was in town. And so my hair's all crazy now, which is sad because I blew it out yesterday. And I stopped and got flowers at Whole Foods. They're pretty, but they looked kind of funky in the orange vase. So we're just going with this one. I just wanted to brighten up my day because I have a test tomorrow, my last midterm. And I felt like these would be fun to have in our living room because I've been studying in there. It's a lot of greens. It was a pre-made bouquet of $6, but there she is. So I'm gonna put my comfy clothes back on to keep studying tonight. We're gonna grind it out tomorrow morning. Last test. We're so close to being done with other school before final stuff starts. And I'm honestly not feeling too nervous. I'm just feeling lack of motivation to study tonight, which is bad. So if I'm not prepared tomorrow, then going to the test, I'm not gonna feel good. So I just need to tough it out tonight. I did my test review. There's one type of problem that I'm struggling with more than others, and I'm planning on working through that in the morning. I'm slightly mad at myself because I did procrastinate a little bit tonight. I'm gonna go to bed because getting a good night's sleep helps a lot. That's so important for your mental health. My test. I'm so tired. That was the hardest test I've taken in that class. And I just made it to the barn, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to get some more energy after I write, but I really just want to go to sleep. But today I have to grind because I have so much due tomorrow morning, like at 9 a.m. And if I get stuff done tonight, then I'll be free for the weekend, pretty much. I can start studying for finals. I'm just so stressed. And I was finally going into the test, and then I started it, and I was like, wow, this is a lot harder than I thought. So that always sucks when that happens. War is over. I finished my 5 lab reports. There was some procrastination and breaks, but I finished them. And I'm only a little bit behind on, really it's like I'm not even that behind. I probably won't have like much to do other than study for finals this weekend. And I'm a week away from my finals starting. So more than a week. So I'm slaying. I'm being an academic weapon. Go me. I'm making this a self-care night. Today I literally wanted to cry going to my second class. I just did not want to go. It was my last class, technically, of the semester. I have a class on Monday, but it's just a final review session, so that I'm not really counting that. But it was my last class of the semester, and I just did not want to go. So I did a little work today. It wasn't too productive, but I've been cranking it out the past few days. So I went to the barn. I've just felt so emotional and tired and burnt out today. So I self-tanned because I have an event tomorrow. And now I'm gonna watch Yellowstone while I wait for my self-tan to marinate before I rinse off for bed. My sheets are gonna smell disgusting, but it's almost the weekend, so I can like deal with that this weekend. That'll be that. Leave Yellowstone queued up on the iPad. I'm only on season 2 and I started this over Christmas break, but about to binge some of this tonight and rot and literally marinate. Good morning. Here's the fit. These are Princess Polly. This is Brandy. I'm about to treat myself to a little fun day, little afternoon, go get a smoothie bowl from Mamaca for lunch, and maybe go thrifting for like an hour-ish max. Just to feel something. Feel cutesy, feel girly, because I've worked really hard this week on school and the prior week, and it's about to be finals and I'm about to be working like a dog. So, the last bit of fun. To end off this vlog, I just wanted to say that anxiety is something that comes and goes in waves, and it definitely is all about managing it and kind of finding like what helps settle your anxiety, what helps you manage it. Personally, I go through periods. It's so different all the time. So here's just a little encouragement just to keep trying to figure out what helps yours, and just know you're loved. Bye guys.